Knox Box. Everything you need to get your game from the box to the board.
You need to put a Planeswalker.
Right, guys, you're joining us for the last 6 packs. So here we go, James. Planeswalker. Actually, you had 2 mythics, and average is 3 and a bit. So
3 and a bit.
well, it is. It works out
Half
at
a
3
mythic.
and a bit. Half,
Lens
yeah,
of Clarity lets you
Useful.
look at face down creatures you don't control and the top card of your library.
I don't like it because it's.
I don't understand why it doesn't. Yeah, it's weird.
It's like a scry, but when you see something bad, you don't get to get rid of it. You just have
Yeah.
to know it's coming.
Yeah, I would much rather have a Scry 1 effect on that.
Yeah,
More tap plans. Oh, Hell of the Horde. That's interesting.
that's the one that doubles
Copy,
instant.
copy a spell, or if you've attacked this turn, triple it.
That's the one that I'll be wanting to place out of those.
And how much mana?
Unfortunately. That
3.
3 mana triplet.
it's
Yeah.
one
can get-
more than a
yeah,
reverb.
yeah.
That can get disgusting pretty quickly. In the pre-release, I was making a lot of the is it Spirit Warrior tokens? Or?
Yeah, Kintree Invocation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spirit Warriors. Those are nice.
Or you do it on your goblin card. I'll have 9 goblins.
Oh,
There's our counter spell for the set.
Cancel.
yeah.
Yeah.
I say no.
March of the Way again.
Oh, Zergo. One of the Khans. 7/2 with haste. Indestructible on your turn. Attacks every combat if able. And if he kills a creature, he gets a +1/+1 counter. Yeah, maybe. More monkeys.
See mythic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
so
that,
that's
is that,
mythic.
is that the one from the
Arguably
deck?
one
Yeah.
of the junk mythics because there's so many out there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in a dual deck. So.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot better than when everyone was only after Mythics and Theros because Elspeth and Stormbreath Dragon and Polychronos. It's nice to have some Mythics that aren't stupidly broken and aren't going to drive their prices up. Butcher of the Horde, that's a chase card. 5/4 for 4 with flying. Sacrifice another creature to give him flying, not flying, vigilance, lifelink, or haste. With Blood-Soaked Champion, kind of insane.
So I'll be having lifelink then, please.
Yep. Because you attack with him, sack the champion, bring the champion back because you've attacked that turn, all at instant speed. Ridiculous.
That is disgusting.
It's why the red, white, black will probably be fairly playable.
Yeah, it's gonna be the. I think it's gonna be between that and Abzan for the aggro decks.
Right, guys, sorry about that. The camera did clunk out. What was the rare in that last one? Wasn't it a second?
Yep, second Butcher of the Horde.
Yeah.
So you didn't miss anything new, unless you really, really get excited about Butchers.
Yeah, you'll see him played.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he has to be played.
Just because if you sacrifice a token,
Yeah.
I'll choose first is haste and then next turn lifelink.
So you've got a play set of... Well, no, not a play set. You've got all the fetch lands and 1 in shiny.
Yep.
Wow.
And that's the money one again.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it, James.
I would like to walk home without getting robbed today, and if that can be arranged, yeah.
You're getting paid in fetch lines, right?
Apparently. Ascendancy. Oh well.
Oh, okay.
Can't
No,
win
that's
all
cool. So that is all the packs in the first box opened. And you can see we've got a big pile of cards. We're going to sort through all these now, have a look at them, and join us again. Hey guys, so hopefully by now you've watched all 4 parts of our marathon-long box opening and actually set review at the same time, really. Went through everything. Since then, we have opened up a complete second box with Cordial Rob. So we've had a good look. Yeah, what do you guys think?
I think it's a mediocre set that's being supported by Fetchlands. I don't rate it as a standard set. I think it's going to be a standard rotation of mid-range creatures smashing into other creatures. I don't think there's any standout control deck yet that really works. So yeah, I understand the hype behind it, but I'm not that big a fan.
Rob?
From me, it's the viewpoint of how much land's in there. You've got 24 different lands you can pull in these packets now. So you've got your refuge lands, your standard lands, your fetch lands. You've then got your mana. You've got the tri lands. You've then got the banners as well, which are common. In my box, it worked out just under 100 mana fixings altogether for a box. That's quite eye-watering.
That's pretty ludicrous.
But
Yeah.
on the other hand, if for sealed, we're going to be playing draft later on today. It's going to be necessary because if you're going to go try lands, with your 3 colours, if you haven't got the lands, you might as well not bother turning up.
I must admit, after playing the pre-release, I was really underwhelmed by this set. And for a sealed pack, I did not enjoy it. It was too long. It just didn't work for me. But actually opening up the booster packs and looking at it, I love the fact there are so many delve mechanics. There is the Outlast mechanic, and the whole Outlast mechanic with the first strike and the death touch.
Yeah.
I actually think it could be you can have some really fun, interesting, fun decks. I know it sounds silly to say fun decks in a competitive game.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get a new massively competitive deck out of this.
No.
But I think we could have, for the fun day-to-day decks, you can have a good fun putting it together.
Oh, the raid mechanic's very amusing. The delve is, you mill yourself, I then get exile stuff, big stuff then comes out and does stuff. That's all quite good. Outlast is fun.
You just know someone's going to go in with a big burn spell and get deflecting palmed for game.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And
Or a mind swipe.
Yeah.
that is true.
So,
So, okay. So there's very mixed reviews on the set. As a set in itself, it doesn't work, in my opinion, for sealed. But
I think it works. I just
Really?
think it's a much slower standard and sealed format than
it's
we're
not
used
just
to.
slow, you've got dead cards. Like the mythic that stops... If your opponent would take another turn, skip it instead. Well, that's great, but there's no way to get another turn in this set.
There's a dead mythic in pretty much every set.
Medlight the Ageless is one.
I mean in this for sealed.
For
For
sealed.
sealed. And
Oh,
in my
yes.
pre-release, I pulled 2 mythics, which were totally unplayable.
In a
Nexus.
sealed
In
set.
mine. The green bin 8 cards play 1 monster from it.
That's situational. In a deck that's built around that, it's a non-issue. But for sealed, you're not generally going to have something they
In
can do
sealed,
with
I
that.
got no monsters. I got almost no monsters. I got loads of land, loads of mana fixing, so that was fine. I could run a tri-colour deck really easily, and I could play any of those colours.
Yeah.
But you don't have because of the extra lands. I think you lose out on the monsters. So I don't know. I'm not keen on that, but I do like some of the individual cards in it.
Yeah.
Guys, I think we've got 2 each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Start with go, Rob. You go.
Right, my first pick is Winter Flame. It's a 3-drop. It's instant speed, choose one or both, tap target creature. Winter Flame deals 2 damage to target creature.
Do they have to be the same target creature?
No.
Nope.
Awesome. So why would you not have both?
So this would be in your beginning of your phase, I pay 3, I tap your Caryatid, and I nuke your elf.
You
Yeah.
don't tap their Caryatid because it's hexproof.
Oh.
But you tap something else.
You tap something else, but I think for
Their
that
big
one,
20/20 Hydra.
Yeah.
yeah, there's ways around it. So, but for 3 mana, red blue. So in
Is it
modern
burn?
you'll be play it with the other cards.
It's a perfect Is It Burn card, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Whether
just
or not Is It Burn is going to be a thing.
well, no, it won't be a thing. But Electromancer's still quite hot.
Yeah.
So you drop 1 price off it, and it's only a 2-drop.
Yeah.
So, okay, my second card is Brave the Sands. Another 2-drop. Creatures you control have vigilance. Each creature you control can block an additional creature. I'm looking forward to playing this with tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes tokens good.
And then you go, someone's trying to swarm you, you go, here's a small handful of tokens. They each block 2 creatures. They all die horrifically. Next turn.
I think that just makes any creature deck better.
Yeah.
And
It's only 2-drop.
It's only 2-drop enchantment.
Yeah.
That's nothing for with everything being tricolour at the minute.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be
it's
you'll be
pure
seeing
white,
a lot of
yeah.
it. Mardu, that will be fun.
Yeah.
For me, my first card is, we totally didn't pull it, Mind Swipe, which is X and 1 red and 1 blue, and it's instant speed,
Yeah.
and it's counter
Target.
spell unless its controller pays X, and you then burn its controller for X damage.
Yep.
So for blue-red, there's a big thing for green-blue ramp where we're playing at the moment. There's a lot of it. With the Caryatids, you can easily do the 1 red, so you can burn for game as a counter in their turn. So after they tap down all their stuff to pull off a cord or to pull off something
'cause
good.
with Prophet of Krufix, where everything untaps.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So you untap everything.
You've got the mana.
Yeah.
With Nykthos,
And
you
it's
go,
an instant kill spell.
I burn you for 20, unless you can pay 20.
Well, no, even if they do pay it, it still burns for 20.
Ah.
But so if they pay it, they're tapped out, so they can't counter.
Realistically, it's probably going to be paid at sort of 5 or 6 mana more often,
Yeah.
but it's still crazy good.
But that brings me on to Kratos' Claws, which for me, any ramp deck in the world can splash for red. Easily.
Kayated, that's a
Bird
corner
of
stick.
Paradise.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything. It's so easy. Why would not every banner, every ramp deck in the world and every burn deck in the world will need 4 Kratos' Claw? Because
Burn
it's just
decks-
burn for X. It's amazing.
Burn decks maybe not so much.
Really?
Yeah, because burn decks tend to play a very low curve, and that gets better the more you sink into it.
I guess so, but it's an end game burn.
Yeah.
It just strikes me as it's just so good, why wouldn't you? Because even 3 mana burn for 2 isn't bad in standard.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my 2 favourites.
Yeah.
Miguel has had to leave us, but
Past his bedtime.
this is sort of Miguel.
It's about as furry.
Yeah, about as furry as Miguel. And Furry Miguel likes Ponyback Brigade. His whole entire reason for this was, what, he mentioned something about tacos and, I don't know, something about Venezuela or
Something about
Mexico?
unicorn?
Yeah, unicorn. Yes, he likes ponies. Brilliant. James?
For obvious reasons, Savage Punch, it's punching a bear.
It's been part of the artwork, has been very, very funny on that one.
I feel like I don't need to explain this by even explaining what the card does, because it's punching a bear.
That works.
And then Savage Knuckleblade, which I think could possibly be a control finisher if we see a weird rug control deck, and even if we don't, the abilities are just so insane. 4/4 for 3. If you pay the extra red, it's a 4/4 with haste for 3, and you can bounce it and pump itself. I just think it's a really good card. I think that's going to be one of the defining cards of Standard this rotation.
Absolutely. But best pull from the entire 2 boxes and the pre-release,
Foil Polluted Delta.
that makes the box worthwhile. So yeah, thank you guys. We've been Noxbox. We've actually been Noxbox. It's so late at night, I'm beyond tired. I hope you've enjoyed our slightly more serious.
It makes a difference.
It does make a difference. It's felt odd. But thank you guys. See you soon.